Good morning, everyone. For those of you that are joining for the first time, my name is Shahzad and I'm a Long Island residential builder and broker. And today we're going to talk about the top 5 mistakes that home buyers make. This is probably the biggest decision of your life, so you don't want to make a major mistake. And this is a list that I've compiled, in my opinion, that are some of the most common and major mistakes that I see working with buyers that buy my new constructions and renovations, and also that I've worked with over the years. This is definitely something that we've talked about before in the vlog, and that is the old school thought process that you're gonna buy a home one time in your life and you're gonna have it forever. We need to stop thinking about homes like baby boomers. A home can be an asset, it can be an investment, and it can be a financial planning tool that could change your whole life when the time comes to sell that house and move on to the next one. So we need to start thinking about homes as a vehicle of gaining equity, and stop thinking about it as a place where I'm gonna grow old with my kids and I'm never gonna move again for the rest of my life. It's just backwards thinking. Now, this topic gets me juiced up, and I'm gonna actually combine 2 common mistakes. So I'm not gonna drag this out unnecessarily long. We're gonna put 2 together, and they are, number 1, getting a proper pre-purchase inspection. That's number 1. And number 2, this tendency, because of HGTV and DIY network, to focus on meaningless cosmetics, okay? You see this Home Depot behind me? Most of the things that people are pointing out, like a little wainscoting in the bathroom or a crown molding or a little detail, if you study some stuff on YouTube and get one of your handy friends or carpenters over your house on the weekend, you could probably replicate that character or that little mud room or the herringbone pattern tile or backsplash. Stop focusing on the meaningless cosmetics. Get a proper home inspection and look at the nitty-gritty details, the bones of the home, the stuff that will literally wipe out your vacation budget if it fails in the wintertime. Imagine your heating system failing, you're needing a new boiler, a hot water heater, a new flue for the chimney, all the electronics for a boiler. You're at like 10, 15 grand right there. Kiss that vacation goodbye. It's not happening. Tell the kids Disney's canceled, okay? Because you didn't plan properly. Turn off the TV, stop watching HGTV and DIY, get someone qualified in your corner, get a real home inspection done, and don't get emotionally attached until you have a signed contract and that pre-purchase inspection is complete. If you go into that home inspection already talking about where you're putting your furniture and blah, 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 you've already emotionally committed yourself to that house and you're not thinking logically anymore. The pre-purchase inspection could bring up water issues, foundation issues, electrical issues, plumbing issues, which will just make the purchase not feasible. So those are the last 2 points. We'll put those together. And those are getting a proper pre-purchase inspection and not focusing on this TV nonsense, meaningless cosmetics. We're rolling to my next errand right now, and before I share the next most common mistake that home buyers make, I just want to say that I'm not the best. I never said I was the best. I'm just learning, and I'm sharing everything that I learned throughout the process. I've been in this game almost 10 years now, though, so I've picked up quite a bit of knowledge, and my goal is to just be transparent about the whole process. And I think that's why, slowly and steadily, we're building something pretty cool over here. Now, you can go to a casino and you can definitely win $1 million, but what are your chances of that really happening? Whereas, what are your chances of going to a casino and losing your shirt? Pretty good, especially if you're reckless. So, why would you go to buy a home by yourself without proper representation with the hopes of getting lucky and beating out another buyer by going direct to an agent? Why would you want to make the biggest decision of your life based on the chance that you have a slightly better opportunity to get an offer accepted, rather than going in with someone that you know and you trust, that you've been working with, that can maybe see something that you don't see? Representation in a real estate transaction, especially representation that has your best interest in mind, is crucial. I can't tell you how many even of my own friends go directly to their listing agent and don't know what they're buying, and based on a couple of quick Zillow searches, they assume they're experts. There's a lot of different moving parts, and especially if you hire a qualified agent and perhaps maybe someone that even has a little bit of a background in construction or bring something more to the table than just sitting on MLS and printing out listings for you, there's a chance that you're gonna do a much better job in that situation than if you did it by yourself. There's a lot of pushy sales tactics that go into getting a deal put together, and if you don't have someone in your corner looking out for your interests, you're gonna get hustled by that listing agent who's looking to double dip on commission and really truly doesn't have your best interest in mind. This is Plainview 2, everyone, and this is what I do. I build spec homes like this. Generally, this is a vast majority of my business. And imagine you found the perfect home. You're able to get in at a time where you can customize the final details, which is what's gonna happen here. This is for sale now. I'm reaching that home stretch with interior finishes. You found your dream home. You're getting ready to put in an offer, but you haven't secured your financing yet. And that's a crucial mistake. In a competitive environment, or when you find the right house and it's priced accurately, there's gonna be competition. There's gonna be people bidding against you, and if you haven't lined up your financing, if you haven't figured out how much your closing costs are gonna be, your down payment, and how you're gonna get your moving expenses together, you're not gonna be able to buy this house. You're gonna have to learn this lesson the hard way, get your finances in order, and then when the next house comes along, hopefully it's as good of a deal, or it checks as many boxes, or is just as much of your dream home as this one was, because you're simply gonna miss out on it, and you're gonna have to get your things in order and find another house. On that note, don't miss out on your dream home. Please subscribe to this vlog, and if you go back in my previous videos, you'll get a bunch of tips as a builder, an investor, a buyer, a seller, on how not to make some of these mistakes and how to use real estate to your benefit. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, @Pinnacle Real Estate is my handle. We'll see you back here at the same time, at the same place, every Tuesday at noon.